All right, we're gonna go ahead and slowly get going here. We might have one or two more people in the restroom. So just a few more things. I do apologize. Logistics, if you don't know where the bathrooms are, there's two hallways in this church. Go down either hallway, you will find a restroom. There's one set down this hallway just right around the corner, kind of on the back side of the sanctuary here. And then the other hallway by the office, there's a set of restrooms there. I'm a coffee drinker, so if there's coffee drinkers and you want me to have coffee made up, I will make coffee. I know we have a few coffee drinkers in here. I do want to take a moment and introduce my family. Because my wife loves being put on the spotlight. And if you don't know who that is, just look for the one who just got really red. I know who my wife is. So, my wife, Amanda, she and I just celebrated our 24th anniversary on December 24th. Yes, we met on Christmas Eve, so we got married on Christmas Eve. And then my middle child, Dason, who is here because he has nothing better to do on Thursday nights, or nothing to do on Thursday nights. And Samara actually wanted to take the class from his mother. And so we do have our oldest daughter, Iana, is 22 and is getting married here in like 10 days, 9 days, 8 days, I don't know. I've lost track. It's coming up really quickly. So she is getting ready to get married to a godly guy and looking forward to starting that phase of their life here in a few days. That's who the younger ones are. I know she's not here, but I do want to thank Jackie, who is our administrative assistant, who's helped me a lot in getting these put together for this class. So if you know Jackie or see Jackie, just say thank you for what she's done. And I also want to thank Caleb, who is our tech guy extraordinaire for this class. So Caleb was willing to come and do this. He is recording the class, so it is out there on YouTube. You just go to the web channel, the YouTube channel for Montana Avenue Baptist Church. It will be out there for you guys to be able to watch in between, or if you miss a session, and you are able to watch it there. Now you may be asking, well, why did I pay if I can watch it for free? It's because it's so much better in person, and you can get credit that way, okay? But I wanted to make it available for those that miss a class, so it is out there. And if you have people that might benefit from some of the sessions, point them to it. It's really meant to be a resource for those purposes. But definitely, now some of the stuff that won't be on the YouTube channel are the videos, because we don't own them. We have permission to use them, but we don't own them. So what we're going to watch tonight is session 1 of a biblical counseling session. It's Trey and Deb, is the husbands and wife name. It is a married couple. And I will tell you, these are actors. I tell you that because I watched this video multiple times for years, like 10 plus years. And it wasn't until I think the second round of fundamentals training we did at Meridian when Carrie Francenich from Roto Maze said, no, those are actors and actresses. I'm like, no way. He's like, yeah. I'm like, really? I've been fooled this entire time? So now I'm just making sure no one is fooled. Trey and Deb are actors and actresses. The funny story about that is that people would come up to Trey and Deb, they attend Faith Baptist in Lafayette, and would ask them how their marriage is doing. How they're married to each other. And so it's kind of comical. But we're going to watch session 1. This is a formal counseling session. Now the counselor is Randy Patton. He is the former executive director of the ECBC. And so he is leading them through this first initial session. We're going to try and get through, I think we'll be able to get through all of it. We'll have some time for some reflection. But I just want to whet your appetite. This is what biblical counseling may look like. Now, even though these are actors, this is the type of stuff that we deal with in a formalized counseling session. But this is the stuff you deal with in your relationships with people. Just in, the person sitting next to you in church could be dealing with this type of issue. And So when you see like, wow, this couple is really messed up, they have every problem in the board, yeah, they do because they're actors. But this is the type of stuff that comes up. And I kid you not, this type of situation though that has all of those problems, those are real too. One of my very first counseling sessions was dealing with infertility issues. The husband had major health problems. He had recurring thoughts of killing his wife. There was marital problems. There were in-law problems. There were work problems, unemployment, education problems, any problem you can think about. Anger, anxiety, OCD, obsessive hand washing, anything you could think about that could go wrong was in one counseling session. One counseling case that I dealt with. By God's grace, that is the most successful counseling case I've ever been a part of. Blows me away. Because this couple today have 2 kids, walking with the Lord, and every once in a while she'll chime in and she'll refer back to something we talked about, and she'll say, "This was the best thing I learned." I don't even remember teaching that, but I try to do, but cool. So to see transformed lives like that, that's what keeps me going. That's the why I do this. Now, not every counseling case is that way or successful. But if your focus is on glorifying God, then that's all you can do. Remember, we are just vessels being used by God. Amen. Stay faithful to the Word, be students of the Word, and let God do what God does. The Holy Spirit do the work. And if they're not receptive to the Holy Spirit, you just keep doing what you're doing. So you have, for lesson 2, a handout here, 4 questions that I want you to focus on. And these are very simple questions. But what did you observe? And so by observe, what are you seeing, retrained in? Body motions, facial expressions, just what do you see about the session itself, about the counselor, about Randy Patton? What sin issues are present? There's a myriad of them. You probably won't get them all, but try and get as many as you can. How is the biblical counselor addressing the counselees? It says counselee, but there's both of them there. So how is the biblical counselor addressing the counselees? And then what type of questions come to mind as you watch this and as you do this? Now again, this is a more structured type of session, but as you're answering these questions and thinking about this, I want you to think the informal relationship as well. Like if this was my neighbor sitting across the dining room table, and we're just talking over a cup of coffee, how might I be responding based off of what I am seeing here? So, and then what we're going to do, I'm showing you video on session number 1 tonight. Now on the last night of class, we're going to watch the second session where they come together after week 1. So you're going to have to remember some of this, keep it fresh in your mind, and then we're going to watch their last session. And my goal is that you'll see the difference in just how you're processing the counseling sessions based on everything we learned and everything we discussed. So that you'll be able to see your own growth as to, I actually see how lessons on anger apply here. And so it'll give you a chance to apply that, just kind of see your own growth from the start to the end.